I want to talk about disciplining the children. There are many theories and factors about disciplining the children, but I'll speak from my own experiences. If you can relate to it, fantastic. Children must be disciplined. All of us, even adults, we have to be disciplined. We even have to discipline ourselves because naturally, as human beings, we can tend to love comfort and excess comfort. And sometimes the excess comfort can bring its own share of indiscipline. Therefore, it is good for us to create boundaries for those children to stay within discipline. Discipline, I believe, correcting or instilling some pain or denying the child something is the last result. The first result is, first of all, to create boundaries. Boundaries whereby the child is able to express themselves and to be a child within a set boundary of behavior and expectations and outcomes and goals. So that child knows that these boundaries are there to protect me. Because if you set boundaries are there to protect us, to show us beyond these boundaries, there is danger or there is harm. So if you stay within this boundary, it is safe. So boundaries create a sense of comfort and safety for that child. When you're told, don't touch the fire, don't play with the matches, don't play with the electricity, don't walk on a wet floor, or don't speak, don't be rude, don't leave your dishes on the table after you finish using them. Those are boundaries of behaviors, boundaries of safety and security, boundaries that regulate our actions. Those boundaries are good. When we set those boundaries and show that child the benefit of those boundaries, and that when you violate those boundaries, there are bad consequences to you, then that is discipline. Of course, children and human beings as we are, we will violate those boundaries. We will be sometimes out of curiosity, sometimes out of ignorance, or it just happens we violate that boundaries. I believe it is good for us as parents to firmly then say that boundary has been violated and which boundary has been violated and what are the consequences. And every time that boundary is violated, for you to consistently act in the same way. If a child uses a curse word, then one time you tolerate it, the next time you say you don't tolerate it. So they are reading mixed signals. Sometimes it's acceptable, sometimes it's not acceptable. I believe we should be consistent. If you set a certain rule, don't break it. Consistency builds a pattern, and human beings understand patterns. If we even think and act according to patterns and routines, and repetition, and practices, because we repeat them over and over again. So it is good to be consistent. That if something is outlawed in the house or it is classified as wrong, it is wrong, and therefore when you do it, it will be called out and it will be punished in whichever way, in whichever mode of punishment that you choose, that does not violate the child's dignity and sense of self-worth.